How's it going, everyone? Today, I'm proud to present to you an in-depth look at the all-new 2012 Porsche 911 Carrera S. The new 911, also known as the 991, is being sold as a mid-year redesign alongside its predecessor, the 997. It features all new and refreshed looks, improved economy as well as performance, and a fantastic luxurious redesigned interior. And today, I'm at Hendrick Porsche in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and start it up, let it run. The exterior color is known as Ergot Gray Metallic, and this particular one sporting the full black leather interior. Key located off to the left as in traditional Porsche fashion. Beautiful sound. Smooth variable assisted power steering system with modest flat bottom design, side bolster and extensions up top, and contoured leather wrap trim going across around the wheel itself. The two transmission options for the 2012 911 include the 7-speed dual-clutch PDK automated manual transmission. Basically, to operate, just press down up here, bring it back into drive. For manual mode, just click it on over to the left and automatically tip it down and up to put it straight into manual mode, or activate it by the steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. You have one on each side, press forward to go up gears, and press back to go down gears. Very simple. It's also a beautiful aluminum and leather wrapped shift housing. And we'll go ahead and cut on the headlamps. They are automatic, fog lamps, and the hazards. Both the windows are fully automatic. And we'll go ahead and check out the exterior, shall we? More pronounced flared wheel arches, larger oval headlamps, LED turn signals, as well as LED daytime running lights. And even though overall changes are pretty minor, the vehicle is unmistakably a 911. Comes with bi-xenon projector headlamps. Headlamp washers can be chromed or color keyed to match the vehicle. Large lower air intakes, as well as the optional front parking assist system with the little studs located around the front bumper. Wide, sleek hood, accentuating the new heightened fender flares. Now let's get a couple quick comparison shots between the new 991 and the previous 997. Very smooth and seamless lines blending into the rear fenders. This 911 also comes with the optional sport design aluminum alloy wheels with high-performance Pirelli tires measuring 245/35s in the front and 295/30s in the rear. The wheels do measure 20 inches in size and features front and rear ventilated disc brakes with 13.4-inch rotors in front with 6-piston calipers and 13-inch vented rotors with 4-piston calipers in the rear. Hot-dip galvanized body shell on both sides with high-strength steel and boron steel safety structures. Boron steel is actually lighter and stronger than traditional steel, making it ideal for weight reduction in the 911. You also have a newly redesigned full power sunroof that basically takes this whole panel here, lifts it up, and brings it out over the rear deck versus having a slide-in mechanism. Absolutely beautiful paint finish. This particular one also comes with the rain sensing automatic windshield wipers and your power folding heated exterior mirrors. The vehicle also comes with Porsche's active suspension management system as well as stability management system, all working in harmony with the side impact protection system, including 6 airbags for the front, thorax, head, as well as knee. As we pan across the back here, you can see the newly revised and smoothed out rear fascia as well as more angular tail lamps. Large pronounced sport exhaust, as well as a broad rear deck with new engine cover design that no longer houses the rear spoiler, and I'll show all that in just a second. Okay, pop the engine cover. Like I said, engine location changed a little bit for the new 911. It's now mounted a little bit more towards the middle of the vehicle instead of purely at the back. So basically, this is pretty much all of the engine that's viewable, unless you take off the back bumper for service and such. For the 2012 model year, you have your choice of 2 different engines. Instead of the 3.6-liter flat 6 found in the previous model, the new 911, you can get either a 3.4-liter flat 6 found in the base model Carrera, or an upgraded 3.8-liter flat 6 that's found in the Carrera S model. It is water-cooled with an aluminum block and cylinder heads with direct fuel injection, as well as an integrated dry sump lubrication system. Dual overhead cam with 4 valves per cylinder, produces around 400 horsepower at 7,400 RPM and 325 foot-pounds of torque at 5,600 RPM. The vehicle also features high-performance exhaust manifolds with a variable resonance induction system, part of the optional sport exhaust, basically funneling in excess engine noise from the engine compartment to give it a much more louder pronounced sound in the interior under harder acceleration. The 911 is also a certified low-emissions vehicle. It is rear-wheel drive with a modified McPherson LSA front suspension and a multi-link rear suspension with front and rear stabilizer bars. And with a 16.9-gallon fuel tank running on premium unleaded gas, it achieves an EPA estimated miles per gallon rating of 18 city, 25 highway. To activate the rear spoiler, just press this button here. And as you can see, it's no longer actually attached to the engine cover itself. It's its own separate unit. It also automatically arrives from the vehicle at around 75 miles an hour. Probably one of the more striking differences about the new 911 is its interior. Taking a heavy amount of design cues from the Porsche Panamera. As with all other Porsche vehicles, interior build quality is absolutely fantastic. Everything has a nice tight feel to it with very little, if any, panel gaps. All soft touch with stitched leather armrest, padded storage pockets, newly designed grip handle, aluminum accented, following the interior trim of the vehicle. All of your power windows, power mirrors, power folding mirrors. Your power locks are located in the center console, as well as 3-person memory for the driver's seat. The driver's seat is a phenomenal 18-way power adjustment system, all located down here. Full-way power lumbar adjustment, as well as power side bolstering adjustment for down below, as well as up top, depending on your body frame, to hug you in better around those tight curves. Down below here you have a power leg extension, all designed to further increase driver comfort. The seats, you can definitely tell, were very race inspired, just based on the curves and angles of it, as well as its hard back siding. But it's covered in soft, perforated, supple leather, definitely giving you that luxury Porsche feel. Aluminum door sills, Logoed floor mats and aluminum accented pedals, not to mention a full power tilting telescoping steering wheel with the control located right down below. Beautiful traditional gauge clusters. Now let's go ahead and see how it sounds and check out the two-stage exhaust system. First, in standard mode, then all you have to do is hit that little button right there. It automatically opens up the two other exhaust ports, thus increasing the flow rate of the exhaust and thus proportionally increasing the sound. And we're going to shut her up. The vehicle comes with an integrated touchscreen navigation mobile media interface with full Bose surround sound system, standard satellite radio as well as HD radio. It's also a hard drive based system, so you can load up your MP3 files and store them sort of like an integrated iPod. Basically, all of your main functions, you have your preset stations up here, different options, activation of your HD radio, as well as setting presets, manual tuning, changing your different options, click tuner, back to the main menu, and select through them. Changing your different media options here between CD with your in-dash CD player and auxiliary iPod integration. You also have an integrated hands-free Bluetooth telephone system activated here. Your navigation. This is your main destination input screen. And your various route options. It's a beautiful full-color display with your radio data and clock located down below. If we hit options, you have several customizable options that you can do using this little wheel right here to control through the different options. You have your basic route options, back button, set map. You can change the view over to bird's eye, 3D terrain, as you can see. It's a pretty neat and intuitive system. You can also have your different layouts. It's all pretty self-explanatory, as far as down to showing your points of interest. Changing the source via the source button here instead of clicking through the tuner and the media button. Changing your sound settings, as well as activation of your surround sound. System info, real-time traffic updates through your satellite radio, as well as vehicle information. Your compass, distance, consumption, average speed, as well as activation of your park assist, sport display, and basically just going through a couple of the different options. Your customizable options for the vehicle, park assist, and the like. Down below you have a dual zone automatic climate control system, the little LCD indicator, 3-stage heated as well as ventilated seatings to the front seats, front defrost, rear defrost, recycling, as well as change your different zones. And your one-touch automatic. And as we go down the Panamera-inspired center console, you notice all of the various sport buttons among the button that I showed you earlier. Your rear spoiler, sport exhaust, auto start function. When this is activated, When you basically come to a stoplight, it'll actually shut the vehicle off, but while you have your foot on the brake, as soon as you put your foot on the gas, it'll automatically take off, thus helping increase the fuel economy a bit for the vehicle. Sport mode automatically dampens the springs and suspension a little bit to give it a little bit more of a tighter response and throttle acceleration, as well as automatically turn on the sport exhaust system. As well as Sport Plus, which is basically the maximum performance setting for the vehicle with the tightest spring settings, quickest throttle response, and the such. The vehicle also has an integrated launch control system with an LED indicator up here, letting you know which actual sport mode that you're in at the time. And with launch control activated, it'll actually show up in that portion. Activation of your full power sunroof. And a mesh wind deflector up front. Your auto-dimming rear view mirror, LED interior illumination, as well as your programmable garage home link and turning off your parking sensors. Card holder. Lighter, ashtray, and power outlet. And a modest amount of center console storage, with your power outlet 12 volt in the back. Cruise control activation, turn signals, parking lights, as well as your wiper controls. Vast array of gauges, including your oil pressure, oil temperature, speedometer, tachometer located front and center, driver information setup, fuel, as well as vehicle temperature. This vehicle also comes with the optional Sport Chrono pack that acts as an analog and digital clock, as well as recording lap times and track data. To activate the Chrono system, push away, and then push away when you found the option that you want. Go ahead and start it.
Let's check traffic.
To stop it, click up until your highlights stop, and then push out. You can then reset it.
From the Wilbur Automotive Traffic Center, you still got an accident.
Very nice. And if we scroll up, you have your tire pressure monitoring system, trip computer, your destination input, as well as your map. That way, the driver is focused on the main attention span on the speedometer and everything, instead of getting distracted with the navigation system off to the right. Your telephone data, radio data, as well as vehicle temperatures and the such. And those are pretty much the basic features of that. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and shut her down. And we'll go ahead and check out the back seat. You see a little bit more of the seat backing I was mentioned earlier. You have a little coat hook mounted on the back. And also, traditionally 911, the back seat is quite small. Pretty much suited for tinier individuals. But you can also fold them down to increase the cargo space. You have a little storage shelf. Everything is also leather wrapped, including the little mound in the center, storage tray. So let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle, shall we? Same power adjustments on the passenger seat as the driver's. Roomy glove box, auxiliary, USB input, as well as an extra power outlet, and cup holders hide behind the aluminum panel. An absolutely beautiful vehicle. The 911 is definitely what you would call a vehicle that evolves over time. Without making too many drastic changes, Porsche has been able to basically perfect an already winning concept. With superb build quality, fantastic performance, as well as just the legendary history of the 911 lineup, I'm sure the new 991 is definitely going to be a huge success. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed this in-depth look at the all-new 2012 Porsche 911. Be sure to stay tuned next time, there's a lot more where that came from. Take care everybody.